Welcome to the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Please enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome back to my Astro Imaging Journey channel. And in the last part we created our mask, so let's go ahead and rename this as Luminance Mask. And now we're going to need to generate a PSF image for our deconvolution. So let's open up our PSF process or DynamicPSF. We can just move it off to the side because as we click on a star, it's going to populate over here, and we really don't need to keep an eye on it too much. We just need to get in here, select a bunch of stars, and then evaluate them in here later. So what I like to do is zoom in a bit. This, don't need the screen transfer function anymore, at least not right now. And that should be a decent enough zoom. And all we're going to do is I start in the corner, and then I'll select some stars out of this view, move it over, select more stars, and then we'll get into the evaluation here in a bit. So all we're going to do is we're just going to start selecting a bunch of stars that are somewhat by themselves. As long as it can differentiate that it's this star and it's not bleeding in, so if we try to do this one, it's not going to allow us. That one, no significant data. So it's intelligent enough to give us the correct star that we're trying to select. And I just noticed a little happy face right here. That's actually kind of funny. Got a little smile here, two eyes, maybe even a little tongue hanging out. That's pretty funny. Anyways, sorry, squirrel moment. So, like I said, just scroll over so that I know about where I'm at. And then I'm just going to finish doing this, and we will be back when I've completed it. Or rather, when I've selected quite a few stars. So we have excellent sampling to get rid of some that just don't hold up to some scrutiny as far as values. So we'll see you in a few. Alright, so as you can see here, we've got 91 points selected, or stars selected. So now we just need to go through and get rid of some of these. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort by the amplitude. If we come over here to this down arrow, we can select that. Amplitude, select that, click OK. And it should have the lowest amplitude at the top and the highest at the bottom. Now, the general recommendation that I've read is anywhere from 0.2 to 0.8 is where you want to be in order to generate a good quality PSF. We can go up to a 0.9 if we just don't have enough. So I'm going to start at the 0.9 I go down to the 1.1. I want to highlight them all, and I'm just going to remove them with this red dash. And now we have 29. And the next thing we want to look at, I mean, I could, how many do I have if I go to 0.8? So if I go to 0.8, which would be that one there, that's 16. That's probably enough. But the first thing I want to do is I want to go through here and I want to look at the type. Is it a Gaussian or is it a Moffat? And most of these are Gaussians with a singular Moffat. So I'm going to highlight that one. I'm going to remove it, because we want all of them to be the same. We don't want a Moffat data intermixing with the Gaussian data and skewing it and making our PSF not quite right. So a majority of the stars are Gaussian. We'll go with Gaussian. So I think we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna remove everything below it. It should give me about 20. So we got 20 stars selected. That should be a good sampling. Most other tutorials recommend a sampling around 10 to 20. So we're on the upper end of that. So I'm just going to select the first one, Control A, and come down here to this camera icon and click it. And there is our PSF image. So based on my data, that is what the star shape looks like, the typical star shape. So I'm just going to minimize that and put it over here. And we are done with the DynamicPSF process, so we can close that out. And that's going to be it for this episode, or rather this part. So next we'll be making our D-ringing mask, and yeah, see you then. Hope you like this. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, clear skies, and have a good one.
Thank you for watching yet another video from the Astrometry Journey channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video we've uploaded. In our lower right, we have what YouTube might think you would enjoy. And in the lower left is our subscription button. Please like this video, subscribe if you so choose. As always, clear skies, have a good one, and remember Duke.